everyone, welcome back to my video. In this video, I want to tell you about direct and indirect speech. So what are you waiting for? Let's start it. So guys, how are you today? I hope you are always in good condition. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Darmayanti, and this is my student ID number 211117117, and I'm from class A1 Denpasar, major in English Literature Department, Hindu State University of Igusti Bagus Kedua Denpasar. So guys, let's continue to the subtopic. Let's go. Okay guys, here the subtopic. The first one is definition of direct and indirect speech. The second one is reporting clause. The third one is reporting verbs. The fourth one is reported clause. And the last one is tense, pronouns, and verb switch. So what are you waiting for? Let me start the material. Okay guys, do you know we often have to give information about what people say or think. In order to do this, you can use direct and indirect speech. So, what is direct speech and what is indirect speech? So, I will give you information about definition of direct indirect speech in here. So, here we go. Okay guys, the first one is direct speech. What is direct speech? Direct speech is words or sentences spoken directly by the speaker or first person and written as is. And indirect speech is sentences that are spoken to convey someone's statement. So guys, and I will give you the example. For direct example, the first one is they said we are going to the cinema. And indirect speech example, they said that they were going to the cinema. The second example, I'm going to the cinema, he said. And indirect speech, he said he was going to the cinema. Can you see the difference from the example, guys? I hope so. Okay, next. Okay guys, after you read also here about the example before, I think you guys find the difference between direct speech and indirect speech. And yeah, indirect speech, you will be seeing about the exact word of the speaker had been used. The word could have been put within quotation marks or even the commas. The first letter of the quotation begins with the capital letters. And yeah, there is always a comma of a column after said that introduces the spoken words. And yeah, in indirect speech, the speech that is reported is not put within inverted commas and does not begin with the capital letters. And yeah, that has been placed before indirect speech. You guys just remember this structure. So, next. Okay guys, let's continue to the next subtopic. Reporting clause. What is reporting clause? A reporting clause is a clause which shows that you're talking about what someone has said or thought. For the example, in the sentence, she said she was going out. The reporting clause is she said. To put it simply, the reporting clause reports who said or thought something. So guys, how do you use a reporting clause? You use a reporting clause within the sentence before or after direct or indirect speech. Direct speech use speech marks to show that someone is speaking or has spoken, while indirect speech doesn't use speech marks and is often someone paraphrasing or repeating what someone else has said. Okay guys, let's continue to the reporting clause examples. Here are some examples of when reporting clauses are used within a sentence. And this for the example, the first one is direct speech. I have to go now, she said. He said, I'm having pizza for dinner tonight. And the third example or the last example of direct speech, I'm coming, Nina said. And this is for the example for indirect speech. Mom told me to clean my room first. The second example, I know it was a secret because she whispered it to me. And the last example, they invited me to the party. Reporting clauses include a pronoun or proper noun, as well as said, or a synonym for said. The reporting clause can be placed before or after the rest of the sentence. It makes sense both ways. Okay, next. Do you know, guys, sometimes the reporting clause is placed in the middle of direct speech too. And here's some the examples. The first one is I couldn't sleep. He said, I was so excited. The second example, I lost my necklace. She confessed, I'm looking for it. The third example, the waffles are delicious. They beam. Can I have some more? Next example, I'm scared. Fiona paused. Did you hear that? And the last example, you need to clean your room. That warm. Or you can't play your game. The second section of direct speech can stay on the same line because it's the same person speaking. However, it's still a new sentence, so we have to use a full stop after the reporting clause and begin the new direct speech with a capital letter. Okay guys, now let's continue to the next subtopic, reporting verbs. What is reporting verbs? A reporting verb is a verb belonging to a class of verbs conveying the action of speaking and used with both direct and indirect or reported speech. Reporting verbs might also be used with a direct object and with an infinitive construction. You can see in here, guys, for the formula. The first formula is reporting verbs plus 2 plus infinitive. For the example, agree. And the sentence is she agreed to lend me the money. And you can read another example, guys. For the second formula, reporting verbs plus that plus clause. For the example, admit. And the sentence is he admitted that he had stolen the laptop. And you guys also read another example. Okay, next pattern. Reporting verbs plus person plus 2 plus infinitive. For the example, advice. And the sentence is the school advised me not to apply to that college. Okay, for the another example, you can also read. And the last patterns, reporting verbs plus preposition plus verb in. For the example, admit. And the sentence is I admitted to cheating in the test. And you guys also can read the another example. Next. Okay guys, in here I have another example of reporting verbs. You can see also read. And next. So guys, now let's move to the direct to indirect speech conversion for the reporting verbs. So the first one, when the reporting verbs of direct speech is in past tense, then all the present tense are changed to corresponding past tense in indirect speech. And this for the example, direct speech example, she said, I'm happy. And we change into the indirect speech, she said that she was happy. And the second one, in indirect speech, tenses do not change if the word used within the quotes talk of a habitual action or universal truth. And this for the example, direct example, he said we cannot live without air. And we change into indirect speech, he said that we cannot live without air. And the third one, the tenses of direct speech do not change if the reporting verb is in future tense or present tense. And this is for the example, direct speech example, she says or will say, she is going. And we change into the indirect speech, she says or will say she is going. Do you get it, guys? And next slide. Okay guys, so now let's move to the next subtopic, reported clause. What is a reported clause? A reported clause is a subordinate clause that indicates what someone said or thought. For example, in she said that she was hungry. She was hungry is a reported clause. Next. Okay guys, now let's we move to the last subtopic, tense, pronouns, adverb, switch. And for the first one, I will talk about tense switch. In here, I will change from direct speech into indirect speech. And yeah, for the first one, present simple. She said it's cold. And I will change into past simple. She said it was cold. Next, present continuous. She said I'm teaching English online. And I will change to the past continuous. She said she was teaching English online. Next, present perfect simple. She said I've been on the web since 1999. And I will change into past perfect simple. She said she had been on the web since 1999. Next. Okay, let's continue. And yeah, now present perfect continuous. She said I've been teaching English for 7 years. And I will change to the past perfect continuous. She said she had been teaching English for 7 years. Next, past simple. She said I taught online yesterday. And I will change to the past simple. She said she had taught online yesterday. Next, past continuous. She said I was teaching earlier. And I will change to the past perfect continuous. She said she had been teaching earlier. Next, past perfect. She said the lesson had already started when he arrived. And in here, we don't change. It's still past perfect. And the sentence is, she said the lesson had already started when he arrived. Next, or the last one, past perfect continuous. She said I already been teaching for 5 minutes. And same like before, it's not changed. It's still past perfect continuous. And the sentence is, she said she already been teaching for 5 minutes. Next. Okay guys, now let's continue to the pronoun switch. And the first one is pronoun of the first person in the reported speech are changed in indirect speech to the same person as the subject of reporting verb. For the examples, for direct speech, he says to me, I'm tired. And for the indirect speech, he tells me that he is tired. Next, she said to me, I'm faithful. And we change into the indirect speech, he told me that he was faithful. Next, pronouns of the second person in the reported speech are changed in indirect to the same person as the noun or pronoun coming after the reporting verb. If the object of reporting verb is not given, the sense of the pronoun to be used should be carefully determined. And this is for the example, direct speech example, she said to him, you are intelligent. And for the indirect speech, she said to him that he was intelligent. Next, direct speech, he said to me, you are late for the party. And we change into the indirect speech, he said to me that I was late for the party. Next. For the last one is pronouns of the third person in the reported speech remain unchanged in indirect speech. And this is for the example, direct speech, they said he will come. And we change into indirect speech, they said that he would come. And the last example, you said they are waiting for the bus. And we change into indirect speech, you said that they were waiting for the bus. Okay, next. Okay guys, now let's move to the adverb switch. And yeah, in here I have direct speech and indirect speech. For the first one is now or just becomes then. Come becomes go. Today becomes that day or the same day. Tomorrow becomes the next day or the following day. Yesterday becomes the day before the previous day. Next, ago becomes before. This becomes that. Here becomes there. Next week or month or year becomes the following week, month, year. And the last one is last week or month or year becomes the previous week or month or year. So next. And in here I have the examples. And for direct speech, he said, I won't answer your question now. And I will change to the indirect speech. He said that he wouldn't answer my question then. Next, he told her, I want to leave for Delhi tonight. And we change to the indirect speech. He told her that he wanted to leave for Delhi that night. So next, he said, I will come tomorrow. And I will change to the indirect speech. He said that he would come the next day. Next, she said, I will see you here tomorrow. And I will change to the indirect speech. She said that she would see me there the next day. Next, I have an appointment next week, she said. And I will change to the indirect speech. She said that she had an appointment the following week. And the last example, I was on holiday last week, he told us. And we change into the direct speech. He told us that he had been on holiday the previous week. Okay, next. Okay guys, the material is done. So now I have the questions for you guys and this is the link and good luck. Okay guys, I think that's all for the material today. I hope you all enjoy with my video. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.